TNT with your host Rowdy Roddy Piper. I'm your co-host Cowboy Bob Orton, inviting you to join Rowdy Roddy and his friends. Yes, whatever.
I like that.
First thing, America, you ought to thank me, America, and my co-host, the ace Bob Orton, because we finally got rid of McMahon and that peach jacket for you. I went all over, mind you, trying to get one to make you feel at home, but we got rid of the fellow with America's veins in his nose. Yes, we did. And this week we have Fat Lou Albano. Yes, he's going to be here in all his glory, and instead of rubber bands, he's got garter belts in his cheek this week, just for you here on TNT. Not only that, we went right down to the hubcap shop where Junkyard Dog was being held for theft, and we got him on, yes, bail. I'll do anything for you. We got him out on bail. Not only that, we got with us the greatest manager, in my mind, the manager of the year.
I think so,
I think so, too. What, do you think so?
Of course
Well,
I
I think so, too. I think Bobby the Brain Heenan, we have him with us, and not only, and not least, matter of fact, plenty more to him. We have, and your favorite, I'm sure, too, Uncle Elmer. Oh, my, you can hear him coming, because he's the one with the cowbell on his, not on his wife, excuse me, on him, Freudian slip. So, to no avail, I'd like to bring out with you right now one of my favorite human beings. Please, let's welcome him, Mr. the Brain, Bobby Heenan.
I dress like a man.
There you go, me too. Don't you let them bother you. You ain't no weasel, and
I know it.
No weasel.
Boy, it's glad to talk to somebody with intelligence. Somebody that can spruce up.
Yeah, no kidding, man. It is. Yeah, we don't have to pretend. You know, you've had a lot of things going, but I got to tell you something. I am darn proud of you, and I want to be the first human being to say it. I saw you getting rid of Andre the Giant. I saw what you've instituted. I've seen you taking care of Orndorff, and I'm proud, man.
Well, coming from you, that's a tremendous compliment.
You know what? I know you're a little embarrassed. I know you're embarrassed and you're kind of shy kind of guy,
Yeah,
being a genius. Timid, but I would like, if you don't mind, I would like to show an interview and some footage with you that happened with the Giant. And if you don't mind, please, I know you're a humble person, but let me show it. Give it to him, boys.
Hang on, not ready, right?
You get it ready right now, wherever you are.
You're not doing-
Show the film clip now!
You just finished one of the most brutal matches I have ever witnessed against Big John Studd. You slammed the man in the middle of the ring. You had over 90% of the match. You beat the man fair and square. Bobby the Brain Heenan had a pair of scissors concealed in his jacket. He threw them into the ring. In the process, you wound up cutting some of Big John's hair off. Who comes into the ring? King Kong Bundy.
But
How
just
many
like I
times
told
did he jump on you?
Just like I told you before, I got to take my time to get even. And that's why I got to, that's that day I want to start it. Okay, Bobby Heenan, you got King Kong Bundy to interfere in that ring now. But Bobby the Brain Heenan, John Studd, and now King Kong Bundy, I got to tell you, I know we're going to be wrestling for quite a while, but I'll be back. Don't worry about that. And I got to tell you one thing, Bobby Heenan. You take those guys bigger and bigger every time. But what? Oh, Bobby, I gotta get much better. You see that?
I see it.
I gotta take that earth. And King Kong Bundy, that gonna hurt more than you, because believe me, now you get me mad, Bobby, and I got a surprise for you. I gotta disappear for a while. I don't gonna be there. But before that, I gotta get somebody who's gonna talk for me. I gotta do somebody who will represent me, because I want the wrestling fans to know I go still wrestling. And the guy I gotta get in my corner, Bobby, and give the one and only Lou Albano. He got a guy who will represent me now, and he know quite a thing. And believe me, Bobby, and I'm going back. I'm going to hospital, going back in the hospital, but I'll be back.
Boy, ruffled better than the good now, pun.
When are they going to roll that footage?
That doesn't matter. Let's forget it. You know.
What else you want to talk about?
Well, you know, I want you to know that you are the manager of the year, and you're talking about people that have gone over and over them, and people that were competing for this, and not only did you do that, but you actually got, oh, that's why you're so smart, you're the brain. You actually got people to give you their votes, and then all of a sudden, this guy, this big, huge Andre the Giant, figures he needs to go out and get someone to talk for him. He needs to go out and get someone to think for him, so he gets another genius in his own right, huh? Captain Lou Albino! I love it!
Some short order cook from New York City is going to run his life. Yeah. Would you and Lou Albino do your taxes?
I think he did last year. No,
it takes him 12 seconds.
Yeah, to sign
and it's done in crayon. What are we supposed to do? Shake like this and run? Lou Albino is the manager of Andre the Giant. Well, all you're going to do being manager of Andre the Giant is maybe take him his bedpan, maybe that plastic straw he has in the hospital.
Gotta be a big one, too, huh?
Oh, they bring it in a dumpster.
Dixie! Yes. No.
You don't scare me. Nobody scares me.
No, and
because I got Bundy and Stud.
Yeah, you with a team like Bundy and Stud.
810 pounds combined weight. The only team in wrestling that can't be slammed.
Is that some meat on the hoof or what? You know, just with Bundy and Stud, if you'd stick with me for just a bit, you know, there's another manager I'd like to bring out, is Jimmy Hart. And he has a lot of praise for you, as you do for him. We gotta take care of a few things here. First thing we gotta do, this is just getting a little old. We'll take this, and we'll plug this one down like that, and we'll take that one, and we'll put it down there like that, kind of like that, because that's the way I remember him best. Now, Bobby, I have a fella, sometimes I just love to touch brilliance, you know that? I have a brilliant, thank you very much. I have a fella that I'd like to bring out, and I know you know him, but first we gotta go to something about a Rolls Royce with Alfred.
Oh.
It's the first annual Wrestling Classic, a 16-man elimination tournament. The greatest wrestlers in the world eliminate each other until only one is crowned the victor. On the same night, you could be crowned the winner of the Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud 3.
You know, coming up in Chicago is going to be one of the biggest wrestling tournaments, the biggest, not one of, the biggest wrestling tournament I, Jesse the Body, have ever heard of. Now, I won't be there, unfortunately, because I got prior commitments in Hollywood. But you people out there, no matter what you drive, you may ride on a moped. Can you imagine somebody with a moped wheeling them little wheels down and jumping into their new Rolls-Royce Silver Cloud Mark III? You can win it, whether you're a Pinto driver or whatever garbage truck you drive. You can win this Rolls-Royce. So there will be two winners in Chicago, the wrestler that wins the tournament and the fan who wins the Rolls.
Join Hulk Hogan and all the superstars of wrestling on Thursday night, November the 7th from Chicago, when the first annual Wrestling Classic will be presented only on those TV cable systems with pay-per-view capability. Win the Rolls-Royce or watch the tournament. Either way, you're sure to be a winner.
Silver Rolls Royces. Silver Class 3. There's nothing. What about yours? My Rolls Royce is running fine, so I don't need a new one.
Well, you know, I have a Bentley, I have a Rolls Royce, I have a Mercedes. I go back and forth. So
I got his and his is Rolls Royces.
Do you?
Yeah, and his and hers is and his and its. All kinds of things. I'd like to bring on a fella for you right now. Another terrific manager, and someone I'm sure that you respect. I know I do. I know Ace does. He is a nice gentleman. Kind of last one. His name is Jimmy Hart. Please bring him out. All right, Jimmy. Oh, my my goodness gracious. You know, tell me something, you two fellas. You know, here I'm talking about sitting with elite. Oh, look at that elite. Nice watch. I'm talking about with these fellas, and you guys came to a conclusion where you were going to swap some talent back and forth, and you helped each other, and that's what I think it's all about. I mean, we're all men here, and we all help each other. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, everybody wants to know about it. Everybody in the whole world has been talking about it. McMahon tried to get out of me a couple weeks ago. What happened was, I have a plan, an ultimate plan. He has a plan. Everybody's striving for one thing. And to eliminate some of the big bullies in professional wrestling, we came up with a plan. We made a trade. He traded me the contract of King Kong Bundy for the contract of the Missing Link and Adrian Adonis.
Genius.
And a sizable amount of cash.
Come on. Whoa, that's as big as Hart.
That's all I had to do.
And then to take it a step further, not only do you make the swap and get cash and all kinds of stuff, you come out and you do a record, and you're damn good at it, man. I want you to know. Can you tell me?
Have you heard the record yet? Have you had a chance?
Yes, I've heard the
It's
record.
great, isn't it?
It's a great record.
Well, let me tell you what happened. You've heard of Rick Derringer, the man who had a million-seller record out called Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo. He produced Johnny and Edgar Winter, which went about platinum, 4 or 5 million-seller albums.
Pillsbury Dope commercials.
Unbelievable. He had it all, man. But he came to me and he said, look, he said, man, I'm going to put together the greatest album in the history of the world, anything.
Well, how come
and he
I'm
put
not
it
on
together.
it?
You mean you're not on it?
No.
You need to be on it. This guy's a genius. This guy's great, man. Rock and roll guitar player.
You think
you need to be on it, Roddy. I'm telling you, man.
I could
You
get
need
on
to
there?
be on it. Could you get on it?
I'd like to sing on. You know what I'd like to do? I'd like to sing. I'd like to make up my own song. I kind of like to tell you folks what I think of you folks. I kind of like. Do you think for once would you do a duet with me?
I would love to do it. You know,
You won't want to lead, will you?
I'm telling you, no. Hey, man, you lead. You lead. I'll follow you, baby, because you're number one. Let me tell you this, Roddy. He let me put my original song. It's called "Eat Your Heart Out," Rick Springfield. Can you believe that?
But you wrote that.
I wrote the song. I wrote the whole thing. Let me tell you, but he'll let you put anything you want to on it.
Do you know what? You know what I'd like to do? You know what I'd like to do?
What's that?
I'll tell you what I'd like to do. Since you wrote the song and you did it, would you please sing a little bit for us right now?
Please, I rehearsed it with the band. I rehearsed it with the band's not very good, but I'm going to do it.
All right! Hart Foundation! Go for it!
All right, crank it up, baby.
Get the band going out of the parking lot. Here we go.
Come on, here we go.
And a two.
Well, get the band ready out there. Come on, the guys are asleep, Rod. The guys are asleep.
Get the band out.
Dedicate to who?
Second. What do you mean we don't got no time?
all your fans.
What do you mean we don't got no time?
No time?
No time for what? Commercial?
Commercial.
Got your pen too, McMahon. You could be out of a job. Well, I might own a whole bunch of stuff here pretty quick.
I think you do the show much better anyway, Rod. You add class to TNT.
Yes, and you want to know something? I think we're making a mistake by adding too much class. I think we ought to put this show right where it belongs. What I think we ought to do is introduce a fella that I know everybody loves around December 25th because he's fat and jolly. I want you to bring out right now, if you would, one of our favorite people. Mr. Captain Louis Albano. Kind fellow. Kind like to throw rocks at him, like to say it. Yeah, I said, guys, come on, where's your sense of humor? I mean, obviously, you've got one, Tinkle Bell. I mean, let's get serious. What you're looking.
Watch it, big mouth.
Okay. I'm not here to insult you. I'm here because.
No, you're a gentleman.
Yes. Whoa, that was
Still
green.
got your cast on?
Nasty, you're dying. Yeah, and you know something. Doesn't it make you kind of jealous when you see an upstanding young athlete like myself and you take a look at yourself, and then you realize that you can't be me, and all of a sudden then you go out and win Manager of the Year but not by proxy, Manager of the Year by just slinking around and slipping into it just by accident.
Well,
Don't you feel ashamed?
First of all, Big Mouth, nothing you do could make me jealous. And second of all, winning Manager of the Year. Yeah, don't be moving around and shifting. You're not scaring anybody. And second of all...
You gotta have a brain to be scared.
Right. If you had a brain, you'd be dangerous. Put your brain in a parakeet and fly backwards. But first of all, I won Manager of the Year. I'd like it understood out there. I want to thank all the many, many fans for voting me Manager of the Year. And I want to thank Hillbilly Jim. Bobby Heenan came into that ring. He said he won by proxy, taking Freddie Blassie's votes and so forth. Well, I won the Manager of the Year. Was given to me.
Hungry?
By Jim, and I had the most votes. I'm getting a little hungry, baby.
You're hungry? Go ahead and bake. Bake your elephant. We'll be right back after this footage.
You see, well, the ribs must be real tender there. Elmer trying to help Hillbilly Jim up.
Well, I guess that curtails any comeback into the world of wrestling for Hillbilly Jim. He's going to be a manager for the rest of his life now.
Well, in my book, that man is Manager of the Year. He had more votes than anyone else. And it was such a nice gesture for him to give Captain Louis Albano his votes, to combine the two, just as Bobby Heenan had done with Fuji, with Valiant, with Jimmy Hart. It was just Freddie Blassie. They all joined forces together. Lou Albano holding it back of his head. You think Heenan should be Manager? You're ramming it in the back of Lou Albano's head? What kind of guts does that take?
I don't know, but I feel it's bad. If Lou Albano won, why isn't he picking up his trophy right now?
Lou Albano's lucky enough to be standing up there on his own 2 feet after having the back of that trophy jammed in it. Let's go back. Let's take a look at what we saw in the latter stages there. Now here, Hillbilly Jim, his legs held by Big John Studd after he was tackled, more damage done to the knee. And look at this.
Here comes King Kong Bundy, 500 plus pounds, wham, right down on the Hillbilly.
I'm sure we have not heard the last of this. Hillbilly Jim is hurt. Lou Albano holding the back of his head. That's no way at all. All right, let's go back. Let's take it from the top here. Look, now they've just fooled Bobby Heenan. They've used his very tricks against him. And that's a smart Hillbilly Jim. And look at this. Right from the, right in the face of the head. Hillbilly Jim's gonna come after Bobby the Brain Heenan, meanwhile realizing that there are two monsters in there. And Big John, look at that, taking him right down, going to work on the knee. Heenan destroying the trophy. And oh my, that freight train Bundy.
Look at Bundy, wham! There's the big damage right there. But they're not content just to do it maybe once. I think Bundy likes to drop the big splash like he likes to count people out 5 times.
Unfortunate for Hillbilly Jim and Lou Albano. One of them should be the rightful Manager of the Year. Indeed it is Lou Albano officially. Bobby the Brain Heenan thought he had everyone fooled, and I'm sure Heenan, Studd, and Bundy have not heard the last of this.
That was a terrible thing to do. That's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. No, did you see the way that he goes? Stuff kept coming out the front of Jim. Did you? That was just horrible. Captain Lou Albano, who now is the Manager of the Year, you got your itty bitty head hurt, did you? Did someone tell me, well, what were you doing in there in the first place? Captain Lou, who now is fixing Din Din, because, it's 15 minutes have gone by, time for him to eat again. Yeah, he's out there, and then Hillbilly Jim, he's feeling bad because he's stupid enough to go out there with a broken leg and figure that he's going to save someone with Bundy and John Studd there on his butt. And then he laid down, and I saw him a couple of weeks ago coming in here, and he was crying. Everybody's crying. The only thing that I can think of to cry about is pretty soon I got to go over there and look at the captain's cooking. And I know he's going to ask me to eat it. Now that's something to cry about. This is one of hot rod is here. The camel drop. The camel. This is a wonderful, wonderful. You're Italian, are you?
Does it smell pretty good?
Well,
you like that garlic smell, baby?
Well, it's good for some things.
Yeah,
like vampires.
Yeah, it might purify you and what? It might clear your blood out a little bit, thin it out.
Okay, wait a second. Instead of me sitting here and obviously insulting nothing, why don't we get into what you're doing? You are supposed to be some kind of a galloping gourmet. Excuse me.
That's it, my boy, a gourmet cook.
Gourmet cook, I know. Lots of Salvation Army. Tell me, what have you been doing here? What have you got?
Yeah, lay dead for a minute, Pipe, and I'll tell you what we're doing. First of all, I made an Italian sauce with a little bit of pasta. Now, what you do is you take some cloves of garlic. Some cloves of garlic, which is also good for the blood pressure. It drops the blood pressure, and you cut up.
Do you have blood pressure
Yeah,
trouble?
you want to smell? See, you cut up 5 or 6 cloves of garlic, and what you do is you add 3-4 tablespoons of olive oil to the frying pan, and you brown that garlic. In the meantime, you take some cuts of meat, like some pork. You know what pork is, right? That's not too complicated.
Yeah, I don't eat pig myself, but go ahead.
Yeah, you don't eat pig. You take some pork, and you can take some beef also, and you brown that for about 45 minutes. Then you take that combination, and you add it to your Sivas large can. It's 28. You can understand that, Orton. Can you see that? You get the 28 ounces of tomatoes. You strain your tomatoes.
You made the tomatoes yourself?
Yeah, I made my question with my feet. As you strain them tomatoes, you take them, baby, and you place that into the saucepan. Isn't that delicious?
Sounds good so
Now remember,
far.
not more than 3 tablespoons of pure olive oil, Italian olive oil. You see that? Okay, right there you go.
Pure virgin olive oil.
Virgin olive oil from unborn virgin olives. Then you turn around and you take some oregano. This is a foreign delicacy, oregano. You take a little
I'm
bit,
sure.
You sprinkle that in, and then you add a little bit of black pepper. We got the black pepper right here.
Wait, you're telling me this. This is very convincing, but I'd like to taste it.
Would you
man.
like to taste
Well,
what we do?
I want to give you a
Would you like
break.
to taste it also?
Will you tuck some good spaghetti? Let's see how well you cook it.
We simmer that for about a couple of hours, and then we put it over some nice pasta. Just a minute. I'm going to get you. First of all, here. Let's do it this way. Have a little wine.
Okay, if you insist.
All right, that's enough for you. Let's have a little wine here. Open your teeth, open your gums. Look out, stomach. Here it comes. All right, let's
Just put that right there. Yes, you put this. Why don't we just sneak a little sausage here while we can? Oh, hey, what the number one, mister? Yeah, little sausage. How's the sausage?
Ain't bad at all.
Well, I'm sorry?
Pretty good. Ain't bad at all.
Wouldn't you love to be like him, huh?
Hey, man, you gotta be kidding.
You better hurry, Lou. Your 15 minutes is almost up. Time to eat. Yeah, get her down here for us. That would be nice.
Garlic, dude.
A little garlic? Are you going to eat garlic, man? You like garlic?
I'm married.
You're what?
I'm married.
You're married. That's why you like garlic. I can understand that. Hey, yo-ho, waitress, yo-ho. You want to whip up a little?
There you go.
Okay, okay. All right, weapons. Okay, this is wonderful. Okay, here we go. I'm going to see just what you got. Would you hold that for me for a second? Yeah, thank you. I'll just put that by the garlic. Try your mother, son!
What do you got?
What is that in there?
That was horrible. Cooks, huh? Oh, he's gonna ruin my voice.
You know, with us, he's gonna what? with us. Whoa, what a scumbucket. With us now we have a fellow, I would like to say a gentleman, I suppose I should say a gentleman, because right with you. We got a fella called the Junkyard Dog. Let's bring him out. You're laughing at me. No problems here. No problems here in this show. No problems in this show. You laugh at me? I brought you a present, man. I brought you a present from Captain Zeus. Don't you want? I brought you a little something.
I don't trust you, man.
Have a little bite of it.
No. I like Captain Lou's food. Tasty, real tasty, and spicy.
Yeah,
Make a dog eat food like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell me something. Tell me something.
Yeah.
You come from a very poor background, don't you?
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
You ain't come very far, have you?
Move it up real fast.
Why don't you sell some of them chains and buy a car, man?
I can't, baby. I can't.
Listen, everybody says you're such a great wrestler. I want them to see something. I want to see it myself. Okay. I got a chance of you wrestling. You quit laughing at me, man. I'm tired of you laughing, man. Show the film. I am wrestling.
He definitely is. Steve Lombardi, he's a man who's hoping to go places. And by scoring an upset win, and I say upset, over a guy like the Junkyard Dog.
Talking about going places, Jess, I want to make our fans aware that coming up in the very near future, Saturday night's main event, one of the features on that particular program is going to be a wedding of Uncle Elmer to the lady of his choice.
Uncle Elmer's getting married.
Uncle Elmer's getting married, cowbell and all.
To female or beast?
Well, I don't know. I don't know who the betrothed is, Jess.
I got to see.
I would miss that for the world.
What woman in the world will marry Uncle Elmer?
Well, boy, I'm certainly anxious to see it.
Me too.
I can hardly wait.
I may not be anxious after I get a view of her, though.
That'll be coming your way, wrestling fans. Saturday night's main event. Uncle Elmer's wedding, a big part of it. Oh, nice clothesline by Lombardi. Caught the dog, a little bit of sleep there. Down for the covers, got a leg hook, 1 count only. Lombardi sort of surprised the dog, Jess.
Well, I'll tell you what, Steve Lombardi's gotten himself in great condition. You can see it. And he's going to surprise a lot of people when he gets in there.
Obvious to me, he's been spending a lot of time in the gym, Jess. Tell by that upper body. Gentlemen. Down again with a leg hook once more. 2 count that time.
And that was a pretty slow count on the part of the referee there. He should be getting down and getting into position.
Well, the referee was undoubtedly out of position for that count. Dog now with a whip in. Lombardi comes off. Whoa, scooped him right up like a bag of garbage. Oh, power slam. I believe that's all she wrote. Junkyard Dog, when he lays that power slam on you, Jess, there's nowhere to go.
Well, Steve Lombardi had a lot going for him there, but the Junkyard Dog caught him coming off of them ropes.
Well,
picked him up and power slammed him.
Actually, it was a very surprising move on the part of Dog because the guy was already by him. Let's get the official word.
The winner of the match, the Junkyard Dog.
Okay.
I see you got tears in your eyes. Excuse me, why would you look nice with you? Hot spaghetti. Hey, man, I gotta keep my boy. I gotta keep myself here.
Sometimes you bother me. You bother me sometimes, you know. Okay. So you have an impressive victory on there, and here you are. You're wearing all that gold, and then I hear you talk.
Hold it. That ain't all I got. I'm wearing.
What else?
I'm wearing myself. Hey, get this right, Viper.
Yeah.
Get this. Hear that deep voice? No. See that voice?
Yeah.
That's a voice of a talented singer. Vicky Sue Robinson and Rick Derringer got me on tape now.
Yeah!
Hey, don't get mad. Don't get mad. Yeah.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? Are you ribbing me?
Hey.
You singing?
Yes, sir.
You got a song?
Yes, sir. Grab them cakes. Vicky Sue Robinson, the Junkyard Dog live in the show of living color, baby.
Is this something you're gonna do?
Hey,
you done?
I already done it.
You done it?
Records, baby. Don't get jealous. Don't get upset,
Do you know them
man.
people? Do you know them people?
Do I know those people?
Could you talk to them for me?
For you?
Well, just wait.
What
you know
you
what?
do?
I'm a good singer. I mean, I'm a good
Sing
singer.
me something. That's enough. That's enough.
It says Barnacle Bill the Sailor.
Very good, buddy.
Yeah. Boy, if you Barnacle Bill, I could do Barnacle Bill on there. I'd sing anything. You think you could do? Would you sing something? No, seriously. Would you let me sing something on there? Would you? Would you?
You mean you actually mean
Don't
this
you
on
think
national television?
Don't you think I could sing?
Fight me, action dog!
Would you stop laughing at me, man? I'm serious. I could sing.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm going back right now and tone my voice down. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile.
We'll be back. We'll be back. Oh, boy, we got us a treat now.
Yeah.
We got a couple of love boats this time. Oh, dandy Wendy's. We got I'm a country boy, I'm a country boy. I'm proud to wear no shoes because I go to the bathroom 600 feet behind my house because I'm a country boy. So, without further ado, I could sing.
Even when you're having fun, you can sing great. You're talented. So much
Without
talent.
further ado, may we bring on Mr. Uncle Elmer and his buddy and friend and junior himself. Why, thank you so much. That's wonderful, Bob. Yeah.
Here and sit down.
Thank you.
Have a seat.
Have a seat, right? Thank you.
Are you having fun too?
Am I? Oh, but not as much as you. You're getting married?
You know, I believe you gained a little weight. Look like you don't weigh 125 now.
No, I was trying to get up to 400 so I could be a big fat slob, but I forgot it. I said, well, what the heck should I do? But if I had the muscles that you did and could be the man that you are, would I be no place today? I'm not here to insult you either. I'm not here to insult you at all. I was going to give you a compliment.
It looked like to me you need a bib. You've been eating. What happened there?
Hey, not funny. You look like you could have handled that food out there.
What happened to you?
What? I'll tell you what happened. There's a no good sidewinder.
You're not supposed to cuss on
Claim
TV.
jumping, no account albino. What he did left. I'll tell you, first of all, what I want to do, I want to go to a match is what I want to do. I want to go to a match of you guys. I want you folks to judge for yourself. Who's better, me or them?
Uncle Elmer and Cousin Junior in a tag team matchup. Hillbilly Jim, one of the individuals in the running for Manager of the Year. That contest, of course, comes to a close this week. Mean Gene Okerlund, incidentally, is standing by and will be the Master of Ceremonies announcing the winner of the Manager of the Year contest. I wonder if you would hazard a guess, Jesse Ventura, as to whom you feel is going to take the honors.
Well, I'll tell you what, with the big thing that took place today, maybe of Bobby the Brain Heenan swapping the missing link for King Kong Bundy, I may have to vote for Bobby the Brain Heenan. I think Heenan's the legitimate Manager of the Year.
Well, wait a minute. What about luscious Johnny Valiant? He just won the tag team championship a couple of weeks ago.
Well, it might be a toss-up between the two of them.
Any votes for Hillbilly Jim, you feel? Certainly he's going to be one of the, he was one of the favorites coming into this week. Hillbilly Jim was, along with Lou Albano, by the way.
I figure Hillbilly Jim, he'll get the votes from the people who can only mark X and can't write their names.
Oh, my goodness. Well, getting a vote right now is old Uncle Elmer in there. Now, that is a big dude.
Oh, he's a big dude, all right. You know, this tag team here, along with their manager, Hillbilly Jim, look at all the money they spend on ring wardrobe, McMahon. Just exceptional, isn't it? $250 a piece, maybe?
I'm not too sure about that. Uh-oh, look out! Back body drop, and Barry O falls from almost the 7-foot mark. Cousin Junior tagging in. Voice of Hillbilly Jim in the background. Ooh, nice shoulder block by Cousin Junior over Barry O. Right back at him now. Barry O. Nicely done by Barry O. That was smart.
Beautiful move by Barry O in there. Took the starch right out of Cousin Junior.
Look at old Junior, though, with that old mule kick. Catches Barry O in the solar plexus as well. Cousin Junior coming back strong now as Jerry Adams. Whoa, my! Whipped in the big old Uncle Elmer. Cousin Junior off the rope. Ooh, my. Into the chest. And the 3 count.
He got it. I'll give credit where credit's due, McMahon. That's better teamwork than I figured I'd ever see out of these two.
There's old Hillbilly Jim in the running for the manager. What's this now? Well, this little getting together, a little powwow there. That's a lot of beef in the ring right there.
Oh, it's definitely a lot of beef, and I bet you a lot of grits get consumed by that beef.
Here are your winners, the team of Uncle Elmer and Cousin Junior.
Well, tell me something. What is that, cousin, that you call what you do with your feet there when the music starts? Is that natural?
Well, that's dancing. Ain't you never seen country dancing before?
No, I haven't.
You ain't never seen it?
No, by golly, I'll tell you. You must be good at it, I guess, huh, Bob?
I ain't never seen him do it like that.
No, what do you call that? Is that clogging? Is that what that?
Close.
Yeah, what is that thing you got in your hat there? That feather?
It's a feather.
Did you catch it yourself?
Yeah, I ran it down.
Did you really run it down?
Yeah, I ran the bird down, plucked it right out of its tail.
Did you eat the bird?
Yeah, we cooked it and ate it.
You cooked it?
Yeah.
You know I'm fixing to be married, didn't you, boy?
Yes, and I got a present for you. This is from me to you. Your wedding present for you and your lovely bride to eat on your honeymoon, because I'm sure you won't be doing nothing else, to eat on your honeymoon, and I hope you have a good
Keep your hands off me. I done told you once before.
Okay, I'll keep my hands off. I gave you a gift. I'll give you the nice thing.
Look like somebody done broke it. I don't want it.
You don't want it?
No, you can have it back.
Huh. Not hungry?
Here, Uncle, you better give him mist put around there so
Yeah.
we keep that spaghetti and stuff off his.
Keep the spaghetti
You better wipe all that off your face. Hey, you look like a little bitty kid been to a party.
The nice thing about it is we convinced Uncle Elmer at the wedding, yes, let her wear a veil, not a bag over her head. I thought, because, well, we want the folks to see it, it's going to be on television, and I figured out why he's having his wedding on television, because nobody would come.
Nobody would come. Where do you think his bell was? You notice he didn't have the bell on the show?
Well,
I think he found his old lady again. Doesn't need it anymore.
Yeah, I think he did. There she is there. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. There she goes over there. Dong, dong, dong. I'll be darned. But before we go, because of the host that I am, I ain't no McMahon. We put some
You are
class.
10 times better than Vincent. As a matter of fact, this is the best TNT I have ever seen in my life. You are fantastic.
We're great together, aren't we?
Oh, I guess.
I like being
Unbeatable.
together with you.
Why, thank you. I like being together with you, too.
But I promised you folks before the show would end that I'd have a fella singing. You figure, well, Roddy, how can you make it happen? Well, that's why I'm Hot Rod and you're not. When you take a look at some of the guests we had on the television, the Junkyard Dog. Can you imagine? Wait a second now. Let me get this straight now. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. This is 1948. Hello? Yes, you got a proud boy. You should be a proud father. What are you going to name him? I'm going to name him Junkyard Dog. Oh, yeah. Huh. Here's a handy-dandy thing,
Yes,
huh? How about Cap, Fat Cap? Well, listen, what I want to do, I'm going to let Jimmy Hart come out here right now. Please, ladies and gentlemen, give him a big, big hand and sing his brand new single with Bruce Springsteen. Please bring Jimmy Hart out. Brother! All right. This is your big chance now. I want you to hang up the band there.
Play the band, play the music.
Okay, let's go. With one and the two.
Out of time.
Out of time? What are you talking about out of time?
Out of time.
You keep them cameras rolling.
Come on, this is your show, Piper.